Dear friends, I am Sachin K, your 4-hour coach, and today I'll be discussing the summary of the book Eat the Frog by Brian Tracy, and that book has really changed my life. So I'll be talking about the 21 steps that will help you to avoid procrastination and getting things done faster in today's video. So let's begin. So the first step, what author talks is about setting the table, wherein you need to have your goals and objectives clear. You have to have your priorities clear, and you must start immediately on that task. So the first step is set the table. The next step is you need to plan every day in advance. So you need to create a to-do list item every night for the next day that will help you get things much faster as you have already planned for it. The third rule is about applying the 80-20 rule, wherein it says like 20% of our activities will account for 80% of our results. So you need to focus on that top 20% where you need to have your concentrated efforts. Fourth is about considering the consequences. So the priority of a task is determined by the kind of consequences, either positive or negative, it will bring. So your priority should map that. Fifth is about practicing creative procrastination. So this is a wonderful new concept that I came across, and what author says over here is we need to deliberately put off tasks that are lower in value and focus on tasks that brings more value. Sixth is about using ABCDE method continually. So if you have multiple tasks to be done, you need to prioritize. The highest priority task should be given A and the lowest priority task should be given E. And even if there are more tasks in the A category, prioritize it by A1, A2, A3 and start accordingly. Seventh is about focusing on key result areas. So you must be aware of what is the key expectation out of your role and focus positively, most importantly, on those key result areas rather than doing everything and anything. Eighth is about law of three. So you need to identify the top three things that brings 90% of your contribution, and you need to focus on them before doing anything else. Ninth is about preparing thoroughly for the work that you are doing to do before you begin. So most of the times we get distracted when we start anything because either we don't have the right information, we have not done the research, we don't have the right tools, we don't have the right work materials or the right numbers in place. So you need to prepare thoroughly before you begin on any task. 10th is about taking it one barrel at a time. So you can accomplish the biggest and most toughest job if you are just focusing on completing one step at one time. 11th, here he talks about upgrading your key skills. So the more knowledgeable and skilled you are at your key tasks, the faster you will be able to accomplish them and more you will be recognized. 12th is about leveraging your special talents. So God has given you some specific talents which you are really good at or you could be really good at. So you need to blossom it and you need to throw your entire heart so that you do those specific things in the best possible manner. 13th is about identifying your key constraints. So one may not be good at everything. One may not be at a bottleneck for everything. So you need to start identifying your bottlenecks or the choke points that limits your progress and make up strategies so that it does not impede your state and speed. 14th is about putting the pressure on yourself because nothing great is accomplished when you don't have a deadline. So you need to pressurize yourself. You need to imagine like you have to go for a long vacation and you need to get your most important task completed by today. So 15th is about maximizing your personal powers. So most of us know when our mental and physical energies are at the most peak level and most important task should be designated for that peak hour. 16th is about motivating yourself. So what the author talks is about you need to be your own cheerleader. You need to be optimistic, constructive, focusing on solution rather than the problem. 17th is about getting out of the technological time sinks. So what happens is most of the times we use technology for improving our communication, but we must not become a slave to it, and we must use technology judiciously, and we must learn if we can occasionally turn things off and leave them off to get most of the things done in time. 18th is about slicing and dicing the task, wherein he talks about breaking large complex tasks into the bite-sized pieces and just focusing on doing that one part of the small task in order to get started. 19th is about creating large chunks of time. So what happens is our days, we need to set up blocks wherein we can concentrate for extended periods of time to focus on most important tasks. And 20th is about developing a sense of emergency, wherein we need to make a habit of moving fast on any task, and we must be someone who is recognized for doing things fast and in a great quality. And 20th, 21st, which is the last, wherein we need to single hand every task. What it means is if we have started on our most important task, we must not stop until and unless it is 100% complete. And if you work without any distraction till 100% completion, you will be the one who has the most maximum personal productivity, and the success is guaranteed. So it's not only about knowing things, it's about doing things and making all these 21 habits a part of your DNA so that it becomes a second nature to you. So this is Sachin K, your 4-hour coach, summarizing the book Eat the Frog by Brian Tracy. Thank you.